Had this roadkill fox come into the shop, and initially it didn't look like it was too bad, but as you can see it had quite a bit of damage to it once we got it skinned. So one of the first things we had to do after we got it fleshed out was to get that all sewed up and cleaned up. The next step after getting the hide prepped is to get the form made. So the first thing I did was made a cast of the skull so I could get a foam head made, and then I started replicating the body using wood wool and twine. After I finished getting the body built, then I attached the head to it using wire and glue. And then the next step is to get the eyes set and to put some clay around them. After I get the main body and the head built and together, the next step I rebuild the legs, again using wood wool and twine with some wire through them so I can hold them in position. And then after that I put everything together. As you can see here, here's the fox with the body and the legs all put together. I like using a cardboard box to position it initially so I can move the feet around wherever I want them, kind of get the position correct. Once I got the fox all pinned up and drying, then I started working on the base, as you can see here. After a few weeks, once that fox is completely dry, then it's time for paint. This is one of my favorite parts of the taxidermy process because it's where you really start to see the life come back into that animal. As you can see the difference from the left to the right, before paint and after paint, it just really brings the life back into those eyes and you can start to see it come together. Here's the fox on the base for the first time. This is where I start moving it around, trying to get it in the correct position so it looks the best. After I had the mold made, I cleaned up the skull to add to the mount. I like adding the skulls to mounts like this if I have the space for it. It just adds something to it, makes it a little more unique and interesting. Here's the final mount, all brushed out and fluffed up. Really happy with the way this guy turned out. I think it looks pretty good. Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow us on Instagram to see all the other projects that we got on the go here at the shop.